Myanmar's military has warned anti-coup protesters across the country that they could face up to 20 years in prison if they obstruct the armed forces. Long sentences and fines will also apply to those found to incite hatred or contempt towards the coup leaders, the military said. The legal chances were announced as armored vehicles appeared on the streets of several cities, the BBC reported today. Hundreds of thousands of people have taken part in protests in recent days. The demonstrators are demanding the release from detention of the elected leaders, including Aung San Suu Kyi, and the restoration of democracy. Suu Kyi's lawyers said she would be detained for a further 2 days. She will then be tried via video link at a court in the capital, Nay Pyi Taw, on Wednesday. Suu Kyi was rounded up with other members of the government on February 1st, but her detention was due to end on February 15th. The charges against her include possession of unlawful communication devices, walkie-talkies used by her security staff. The ruling junta has also announced a series of legal changes, imposing long prison sentences and fines on anyone found to incite hatred towards the military, by words either spoken or written, or by signs or by visible representation. In a statement posted on a military website today, it said that people preventing the security forces from carrying out their duties could face 7 years in jail, while those found to stir up fear or unrest in the public could be imprisoned for 3 years. Across the country on Sunday, hundreds of thousands of protesters rallied against the military for the 9th day in a row. The BJP today named Biswajit Daimari, who had joined BJP after quitting his Rajya Sabha seat as a Bodoland People's Front MP, as its candidate for the by-election to the upper house from Assam. Daimari has been thrice elected to the house since 2008 and had quit soon after his re-election in 2020 as strains emerged in the BJP-BPF ties and he preferred to join the BJP party. The election had been necessitated due to his resignation. Earlier this week, the Election Commission of India had announced that by-election for the Rajya Sabha seat from Assam from the constituency vacated by Biswajit Daimari will be held on March 1st. Assam has 7 Rajya Sabha seats. The women's market in Imphal, or Ima Kethel as it is locally known, reopened in Imphal today after remaining closed for months due to COVID-19 pandemic. The reopening of the market came as a relief for women vendors whose businesses suffered immensely during COVID-19 lockdown. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh interacted with women entrepreneurs and vendors of the Ima market on the occasion. The closing of the market for months had undoubtedly affected the livelihood of the women vendors, though the Manipur government had provided working capital loans to 817 women vendors in August last year to help resume their vending activities after the nationwide COVID-19 pandemic. In yet another controversial statement, Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb has claimed that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi invented the COVID-19 vaccine. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has invented vaccine through local method in India, Biplab Kumar Deb said while addressing a program at the Kamini Kumar Singha Memorial School in Agartala yesterday. The Tripura Civil Service Officers Association, a common platform of the state's civil service officers, organized the program. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught us self-reliance. The Prime Minister has invented the vaccine through the indigenous method, which is why people in India are not afraid of the virus anymore, Deb said. The Chief Minister made another controversial statement saying Amit Shah has plans to form governments in Nepal and Sri Lanka once the lockdown is lifted. The Northeast Zone Cultural Centre NEZCC under the Ministry of Culture will organize Shilpa Mahotsav 2021 in Guwahati from February 18th. The 15th anniversary of Shilpa, which was established in 2006, will coincide with the folk festival. The festival will comprise folk music and dance forms of different tribes of the northeastern region. Festival goers will also be able to enjoy the flavors of different traditional cuisines and purchase traditional artifacts and handloom products on display at an exhibition being organized on the occasion. The festival will also allow local artisans from Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura to showcase their products at the venue. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for news that matters and stories that inspire.